I'm just gonna keep the ball rolling. Boop, and then boop. There we go. Perfect. And it really is that easy. Perfect. Yay, I'm in time for this one. Nice. Now we have Ritual of the Night and Curse of the Moon 2 to play. Hooray. Is Cam going to play Curse of the Moon 2? Yes, I am totally going to play Curse of the Moon 2. I have Curse of the Moon 2 right here somewhere. One sec. I wish this was always alphabetical order. Yeah, there it is. It's installed. So, yeah, it's all good. But, of course, we got Bloodstained 1 that we gotta do first. So, I've been hanging on to this, and I've showed it off before, but, I was actually a, Kickstarter backer for Bloodstained back in the day, when this was announced, like, what, 5 years ago? So... one thing I'm actually going to be able to show off right here, as I remember... Okay, no, never mind, because I forgot the webcam broke, so I can't show you on that one. But hopefully you'll be able to see it. But I actually did get a special Kickstarter sleeve for my physical copy that they sent me, which is pretty dope. Hang on, let me see if I can get a better angle for you. One sec. Yeah, right there. Which is was only given to Kickstarter backers. Which I am super in love with. So, my name is in the credits somewhere in here. I finally started an article about Bayonetta 2. Hopefully we'll finish it before the end of the year. I wish you luck in that. It's also going to be really interesting because now I'm playing this when all of the updates are out. So, a lot of the problems that I had with the game in terms of, like, technical performance. Also the fact that I'm playing it on PS5 now. So this might... This is gonna be interesting, revisiting this, because I did play this at launch when it came out. Okay, right, I think what I want to do, because this is my clear save file, and I don't, yeah, you know what, don't look at that too hard. Yeah, let's delete these two save files. And then I will copy this one down here, which is my original save file. And then up here will be all of my new ones. Cool. Works for me. Oh, that's right, you also got difficulties now. Yeah, I'll stick with Miriam. Hey, you know what? Let me go with my regular handle, just so it doesn't get mixed up. There we go. And we'll be playing Miriam story mode, just the regular one. Cool. And the birthday presenting stream is going live, so this is where I must slip up. I'll capture peeps later. Yes, thank you so much for sticking by, Farron. I hope you had a good time. And I hope to see more of you in the future.
Ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass. But not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons,
should be better now.
Unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shard binders and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to mankind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the Shardbinders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jeeble, the boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jeeble is the architect of this new, bloodstained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
I mean, my existence is pretty debatable, let's be honest. You can't actually prove that I'm here. Can you? Hey Hellcat, how you doing?
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jeeble's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
An edgy soul, but a good soul.
I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jeeble is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something.
No, let me kill my friend. No, me. I should be the one to kill him.
10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
No worries. I'll get straight to it. That's right, I got my kick at the moment. I don't even have a weapon. I forgot about that. Friendship prevails once again. It's never a great night to have a curse. That is very true. You can equip equipment. Yes, don't worry, video game. 1, I've played you before, and 2, I have played a Metroidvania before. Now, usually the knife is the go-to for a standard weapon, but fuck that, I want to kick shit.
Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
Her chest is also packed. Haha. Ugh. Oh, shit.
I'll take care of it.
You know, as I do. Kick, kick, kick. Haha. Hey, it no longer freezes every time I get a new shot now. Crystallized form of demon power. It cannot be handled by an ordinary human being and is totally not the soul system, we swear. Press triangle to trigger a projectile magic. Consumes MP. Cerulean Splash launched a bouncy ball of water at enemies.
Was that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
I know my body's limits better than anyone, and I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
Man, you really went for it, dude. Oh, and there he goes.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
They also probably came in the same way that one did, just by blasting through the side. Let's just hope to God we're not taking on water right now. That'd be really convenient, you know, being outside, out at sea. I might be losing my mind then. Oh, that's no secret to us, Hellcat. Not in the slightest. Galleon Minerva. Oh, this game feels so good to play. You figured I would, you thought that we were done with Metroidvanias, but you're wrong. Also, we get to hear, Miriam's theme once again. Oh god, it's so good. Man, I'm gonna have to search this bloody castle all over again as well. Potion! Consumable item. Which obviously heals, if you couldn't tell.
This device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
So here's actually an interesting thing that's different. So this game definitely takes from a lot of previous Castlevanias. Especially Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow, if anyone remembers with the soul system. Because you have your shards. And surprise, surprise, you got your bullet shard, your manipulative shard, which is like the ones that were blue from last time, and your passive I mean, for God's sake, they're red, blue, and yellow, just like Aria of Sorrow. But you also have two other ones. You have Familiar, which is similar to Symphony of the Night, but you also have Directional. I remember a lot of people, when this game was first getting revealed, that they were disappointed it wasn't in sprite art, and instead it was 3D models. That being said, I think the 3D models in this game and the art style looks really solid, and plus it also lets for some 3D stuff, like letting Miriam be able to rotate her hands in order to aim better at things when using certain shard abilities. Also, I really do dig this game's art style, even with the 3D. It looked a little bit rough at the start, but that's because it was getting developed, and they hadn't finished doing all of, like, the stuff yet, with stuff, like, to do with, you know, filters. And lighting, you know, those really important things. And hopefully with the updates that they've done, a lot of the performance stuff would be better. Now that's just Vampire Killer. Yeah, it really is. You're not wrong. But no, it's totally Miriam's theme, we swear. It's different, we swear. We didn't just do the same thing again, we swear, even though we totally did the same thing. Also, level up! It's super good. I remember when Ego was first talking about this game, one of the things that he kept on talking about, I remember this vividly for some reason, and that is, when they first showed off her running animation, she kind of was a little bit more dainty. And when Ego looked at it, he went, no, she needs to pump her arms more, like she's going on an adventure. So they gave her more arm pump, which I found kind of hilarious. And don't forget the movement ability ones are great too. That is true. Movements is also great. Like, they know, you know, they're not trying to hide it in the slightest. Like, they know. And guess what? They don't need to hide it. The best kind of distinct, legally distinct, exactly. Also, Rusted Ring. Defense and con up. Hey, might as well. I'm always a big fan of Metroidvanias that are like, how do I put it? There are some very obvious... How do I always find it funny in Metroidvanias. Like, hell, it even just happened just now, where if I didn't decide to go up there and explore, I would have not gotten the dress that I got before the one I just got. So the one I just got is already useless. I don't know why, I always have like a thing with the items that are at the start of Metroidvanias, which are the very obvious, like, they're only here to give you a little boost and will very, very, very quickly get taken over by something else. I know that's a weird thing to focus on, but it's super intriguing to me. Also, these books are also extremely important, I remember that. From my studies, I have found existing the following attributes. Slash attribute, Frost attribute, Strike attribute, Fire attribute, Ice attribute, Thunder, Lightning, Dark. Thunder, Light, Dark, Poison, Curse, and Stone. What's his con? Fuck, what is it? It's magic defense, but I can't remember what it stands for. It stands for... Fuck, Constitution. That's it, thank you. Also, here is our save points. It's really comfy. And again, very, very dope looking. Okay, don't tell me why that a place like this is on the ship, because... It doesn't fit the decor at all, but shut up. It looks cool. Shut up. You can ask Cam about illegal stuff. Hush you. Don't tell anyone about my illegal activities. So sweet, got my first directional ability. Aim with the right stick, press R2 to attack. Flame Cannon, launch a fireball in a designated direction, and would you look at that? Hey look, I can interact with the environment! It's kind of like Metroidvania. Candles can drop mana roses when destroyed. A mana rose is a magical rose that slightly restores MP if you've used it for abilities. Or what have you. Right, cotton. I know for a fact that there is hidden stuff in this ship. I know for a fact that there's a wall that I can break, and yes, I am going to try and attack every single wall until I find it. Okay, but before I head that way, I'm actually going to head backwards, because I think this way's progress. I think if I remember correctly, over here there's something else that I can get. Also, did I just get... No, I didn't just get anything. Do I have my, No, I do not. I do not have my dive kick yet. Just kick the shit out of some Cthulhu beings, as you do. I don't know why, the idea of kicking a Cthulhu Eldritch being in the face is just hilarious to me. There we go. I knew there was one around here. Also, hairbands. Also, something else that's super cool is whatever you put on your head in this game, which is also a good thing because it's in 3D, because it's easier to do. It actually does change the model. You can actually change Miriam's appearance, which is, again, super dope. Max up. Nice. Yo, Auxiliary! How you doing? You're just in time for the start of a new Metroidvania adventure. The adventure where I kick the shit out of things. Also have power of gun. Except the power of gun in this game is not that great. It's really weak, so I don't actually use the gun that often. Oh man, I'm gonna have to... Oh god, there's the crafting system as well. Shit. Speaking of, I literally just got an item for it. Oh man, that's gonna tear my hair out again. I'm good? Nice. Glad to hear it. You get to see the girl who didn't skip leg day too. Until she totally does start skipping out on leg day because I get something better. Did I just start Bloodstained? Ritual of the Night? Yes, I beat Curse of the Moon not that long ago. Or at least the run of Curse of the Moon that I went with, which is the Friendship is Magic run. As opposed to Kill Them All the Zangetsu run. Okay, so I've already found one hidden area, but I can't remember if there's another. Ah, God, there's a shard that helps you find hidden walls, and if anything, I might do what I did last time and get a, I might get a map up in order to show me all of the stuff like I did for Castlevania Farm, maybe not. I'm not sure yet. I might, maybe. Haven't decided yet, because I have technically played this game before, so it wouldn't be my first time, so it's not like I'm spoiling myself. It's more at just this point trying to remember. Kick. Jesus, that's some good balance. Holy shit. Like, that leg is straight up 90 degrees. That's not bad in the slightest. Jesus. I found guns broke this game, to be honest. Really? Can go back. I missed the wall. Ah, God, really? Already? If it's not far back, I'll look for it. God! It's happening already. Oh no. It's gonna get to me, I swear. If it's not that far back. I'm gonna punch my modem. One sec. Please don't abuse your modem. It'd be real sad if you broke it. Although so far I'm not seeing any hidden walls. I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna try along this side of the ship. Nope. It might be. Oh, that might be it. Because that looks different. Kick. Yep, there we go. Another MP max up. Sweet. Another great game by Iga himself. I mean, yeah, he helped produce and direct it, of course, but you also gotta give credit to Inti Creates, because they are good at making games when they have good direction, and aren't making other games with bad direction. Cough, cough, mighty number 9. Like, Inti Creates, I would say, are good. They just need good direction. And when you have someone who doesn't have good direction, cough, cough, KG Inafune, then, yeah, it doesn't work out as well. I am amazed that KG Inafune was able to get away as the Mega Man guy for so long, considering he wasn't really that involved. Like, he was more involved with, but I think he did, like, the character art or something? Or maybe he was, like, general producer? Weird. Yeah. That man, he did some things to the Japanese gaming industry for a while, and Capcom, and yeah. Let's just be happy that this one turned out okay. Or at least I'm gonna be happy that this one turned out okay. Make those demons just cry like an anime fan on prom night. Okay, that one was not him, to be fair. That one was, like, weird marketing. Super weird. Flashing air kick. Perform up to 3 spinning kicks by repeating the same command. Weapons with kung fu shoes and dragon shoes. Oh, shit. Wait, hang on. I can do this one already, because you got special moves in this game. 1, 2, 3. So dope. I'm so glad they brought back special moves. I thought MMZ was a great series. Which one was MMZ? Mega Man Zero. Yes, Mega Man Zero. Mega Man Zero is great. Oh no, here's the thing. Like I say, I'm not giving discredit to Inti Creates. I don't think Inti Creates... It's kind of like, Also, that is a nice scarf. I think it goes better with the color, right? Yeah, maybe the color could be a little bit better. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, Inti Creates, it's kind of like, Way Forward. Inti Creates kind of remind me of Way Forward. Way Forward are super good, but they need to have the time and the good direction in order to make good stuff, because they've made some stinkers before, with some licensed stuff. Like, mainly, I think they were in charge of, like, a couple of Adventure Time games, which weren't so hot. But at the same time, they made the Shantae remakes, and also, DuckTales, the remastered version, the remake. Also, this girl looked dumb. It's technically the best thing I got, though. Don't talk bad about Flame Vineyard in my presence. Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! I don't know who I hate more, him or, Vanishing Gungaroo, or whatever it was called. Around and around! Yeah. Un, deux, trois. Oui, oui, mademoiselle. Also, let me just do this immediately, just in case I ever want to go to, gun. There we go. Might as well get that nice and ready. Hey, and another wall. Safe ring. A ring that sacrifices attack power to increase defense. Fucking hell, that takes away a lot of my attack power. I need at least a little bit, so yeah, probably not the best to equip that right now. Also, Claymore. I forgot that one thing that this game does, which is really cool, is it gives you one of, like, each weapon type before, like, the end of at least the second area, I think it was. Which I think is actually super dope. So if you have a preferred weapon type, then, you will probably get it in this, opening area, and then the second area. Which I actually really like, as, like, a design thing. Okay, it's a bit awkward to try and dodge that, but just make a shortcut. Thank you. Also, just get it on my map. There we go. Also cause you to respawn. Hey, I'll take it. Sacre bleu. Omelette du blau. French words, I guess. If we're speaking in tons, I request German next. Ich bin ein Berliner. Ich heiße Cameron? I don't know, I can't remember my German lessons. Na ja, nein. Is it time to Castlevania all over again? That is not the regular whip I'm used to. Still pretty dope though, I like it. Kind of a bit awkward for hitting airborne opponents though, because of the angling down. Ich lerne Deutsch. Okay, get that money, and I don't think... No, there's no way in hell that I can make it over there. There is no way in hell that I can jump over there yet. But one of the things I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to look at the patch notes and see what they did to this game, because I know there was a lot of technical things that they fixed, like how the game felt and a lot of the juddering that it had, especially when you got shards and when you leveled up, and that's gone. And I'm not sure if that's because... That's probably because of the patches, but it might be also because, as I mentioned, PS5 is helping out a bit as well. With the loading. I'm gonna have to look at the patch notes. I'm really curious now. I'm scared. I see German words and I see my name. And I don't like that. Don't know what's being said about me, and that's scary. Oh, this looks so dumb with that on.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
I'm scared. Hi, Jeeble.
Jeeble, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No, I get to do the bad thing because bad things happen to me. That's how this works.
No! No, there you are. Very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right.
No, that just makes you sound crazy.
Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
I am not a dumb cop, to have you know. I know what that one means.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken. Convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Master Jeeble, we must return.
Yes. Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me.
Through an entire castle with many areas, in fact. Multiple areas. Some you'll have to backtrack to.
Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen.
Okay, back to English, y'all. We had our fun.
Come, Gregory.
There's something special about entire conversations happening in chat where it's just like, I don't know what's going on.
Jeeble, wait!
So I killed that moon bitch in the previous game, and she's back. I have to do it all over again. There's only so many times I can kill the moon. Also, damn, girl. You got some good buoyancy in those bubbles of yours, huh? But also, you seem to be having a fun time with those appendages of yours too, which I am not cool with. So I'm just gonna try my best to avoid them, if that's okay. She got some big hadunka-dunka-dunks. Jesus Christ. I'm not doing so hot. Ow. Whew, okay, right, not doing so hot. It's been a hot minute. Okay. Thankfully I got potions. I need to be more careful when it spits. That's the thing that's gotten me the most times. I can do this. I can do this. No death! Not today! Give me a shot, lady. Thrashing Tentacle attacks foes with one of Vapor's tentacles. Now I get to be the hentai.
Just a flicker.
I mean, what?
That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
Never found the whips especially good in this game. Honestly, me neither, but, you know. I like my whips. Ah, yeah!
Bloodstained.
God, if only they had the money to do a sick-ass intro. Just go full anime intro with it.
We're here.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble summoned?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are still demons about.
Yeah, that's what I'm good at. Question. Is there a save point nearby? Because if not, then I'll just go back to the save point I had. But I think save point is nearby, so I would prefer that, like, right now. I asked for save point, not damsel in distress. Or waifu? That anything, the Jeeble was being mind-controlled by Gremory Moonbridge? No! What? Nah.
Thank you, Miriam.
But seriously, nah.
You know who I am. And that means...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me.
An exorcist. Then we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
And the church you, Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important. But you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger. But she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jeeble is responsible for summoning the castle.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Yeah, we had a nice pleasant chat on the bow of the ship.
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder, after exactly 10 years.
You're right, it is strange. But the church doesn't get to drag Miriam into this just because the timing is odd.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jeeble my word that I would stop him. What happened here only strengthens my resolve.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
Yo, Kayla's dead. How you doing, dude?
Pardon me?
Oh, hello there. Are you all right? We didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm all right, thank you.
I'm sorry, I have to mention this. Girl, your hair is very shiny. I do not remember it being that shiny.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name. Anne, you shouldn't be out here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Come on, this way.
Whoa, the voice acting this is actually quite pleasant. Playing this game on Switch made me miss that. Wait, did this game not have voice acting on Switch? Really? I'm slightly sick, but I'm doing alright. I'm sad to hear that. Hope you get better soon, my dude. This actually seems like it has a fairly involved narrative. Pretty, yeah, like, definitely way more dialogue, especially at the start.
Seems secure.
Compared with other Metroidvanias.
Yes, agreed.
Which some people didn't like. I personally don't mind it. I find it kind of nice that they actually introduce the characters these ways.
Johannes, you, Anne, and I will remain here. We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
What? We can't ask her to brave the castle alone?
Don't be foolish. She is trained in combat. Are you? We would only get in the way.
But that's not the point.
I'll be fine, Johannes. Please don't worry.
All right.
Besides, you've seen firsthand how much I could kick ass.
But we'll be here if you
Quite
need
literally.
us.
Let's not waste any time. We have a lot to do.
Come back if you need anything. I'll get a workshop running so I can perform alchemy for you.
Thank you, Johannes.
I know you're strong, but be careful.
I will.
Yeah, don't mind. I only just almost died during that fight. And, well, we got our hub. I have horrible hearing, so I didn't pay much attention to it while playing, but hearing my, wearing my headset and watching the stream made me realize that. Well, fair enough. I was about to say, that'd be really weird if they didn't have the, voice acting, but no, they totally do. Which makes perfect sense. Okay, just give me 1 sec. I want to find a save point, which I think is, yep, right here. Perfect. Rotate them saves. I'ma just go on record. I think the helmet looks cool. You're allowed to think that. I just think it looks terrible with this outfit. If I had, like, matching armor, then, yeah, I would be down. But, like... not with what I'm wearing. With this scarf. It's like a helmet that belongs in, like, Berserk or something.
Ah, here she is. You have to marvel at the church's resources.
Yeah, it
Look what
doesn't
they
match her
provided
dress at all,
for
but
us.
it looks cool. This bitch has a cauldron on her head. She'll be fine, girl.
I know, it's incredible.
So, what I can do for you here in the workshop is take materials you bring me and transmute them into new items. But the alchemy is easier to show you than explain. Here, I have some materials we can use. So let's try transmuting them.
They have dubbed this process
So,
crafting.
what will it be?
Yeah, literally right there. So yeah, here's something pretty important for this game that I remember, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time off camera doing this, which is crafting, enhancing shards, and also preparing food, which is actually super important in this game. So, crafting is it's what it says on the tin. Like, hey, you want to make a potion? Make a potion. You want to make a knife? Make a knife, you know, and you get all of your stuff, and then you get more stuff, and then you can make more things, and then as you make more things, then you get more stuff. You know, basically, crafting. So, that's pretty simple. Food is actually interesting, because in this game, food not only increases, or restores health, but it also increases your stats. So it's not just for health restoration now. It's actually super important because every time you eat a new food, you gain better stats. So I'm gonna have to get ingredients to do that because that's super important. And then, of course, I can also increase the grade of certain shards that I got to make them better.
I'll go with this.
So, for example, I can make this level 2.
I'll go with this.
I can make this level 2. I'll keep one more ripe ingredient for the time being. But yeah, it's pretty in depth. Food is important everywhere. Yeah, food is important. Who would have thunk? Eat well, eat merry. Japan has this weird fascination with food and game. They really do, and fishing. Food and fishing specifically. The long blade used by cavalry in the Far East, eh? Well,
I'll go with this.
Honestly, it's worth doing this just to get items, because from what I remember, you have to unlock items by... From what I remember, you have to unlock items by crafting items, or having, like, the way to make said items. And some of these are also, like, bonuses that they gave, via, Kickstarter goals. But, we're not gonna see that for a while. I can make this for the time being, so... Fishing makes sense. Seafood is a staple of Japanese food, island chain and all. Yep, you're not wrong. That does make perfect sense. Oh, I can get a pirate hat? That increases my luck. I actually want that. Yeah, you know what? I want a pirate hat. Luck is super important for them drops. And also, pirates are cool. I do want a rapier as well. Rapier, I remember liking the rapier, but I'll probably get a rapier inside.
Once I've transmuted an item, I'll pass it on to Dominique, so she can carry it at the supply post for you. I'll do my best to inform you of what items you can make from what materials. But when it comes to items I don't know about, you'll have to find a formula for me and bring it here.
I understand.
Also, the demon crystal you've obtained, the shards, those can be transmuted the same way as items. Each shard requires specific materials, but it's worth it to make your shards more useful. Try it when you get the chance.
I think I will.
In fact, I just did.
Also, neither one of us has been eating well. No wonder, considering the struggle we've been through to survive. If you bring me the ingredients, I can use alchemy to prepare meals for us.
It's not called alchemy, Johannes. It's called cooking. You don't have to do a fancy spell in order to make a meal. That's just adding a few extra steps, which are really not necessary.
With proper nutrition and a varied diet,
cooking is a form of alchemy.
Much stronger.
Got me there. Eating new food the first time will provide Miriam with a stat. Yeah, literally the thing I just said. Thank you, video game. In fact, now that I've gone through that entire spiel, I'm actually going to save again, just in case. I'm so glad I'm playing this again. Like, I'm so glad I'm playing this again. I wanted to give this game another shot. Also, that's actually a really nice angle for the, Japanese sword. Remember, if you're a man, you should know how to cook, no exceptions. I actually have been learning to cook. I mentioned it before. Nothing, like, super in-depth yet. But, like, I mean, it doesn't need to be in-depth. But, you know, just some good meals. Everyone should know how to cook regardless of... Yeah, no, cooking is important, which is why I started learning properly. The last thing I made was chicken fajitas.
Oh, I still owe you my life.
Yes, you do, small child. Yes, you do.
Miriam, welcome. Since this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about the supply post.
Please.
I have made arrangements so you can buy and sell items here. I would have liked to provide what you need for free, but seeing as we are largely cut off from the church's funds out here, I will need money in order to keep the supply post stocked. I hope you don't mind paying.
No, I understand. I appreciate you doing what you can.
I can also buy shards from you, if you no longer need them.
Wait, is trade in demon shards even allowed?
Of course. The church would sooner gather them up and make certain they are purified. I am not permitted to sell them, but I can buy them off you. You may want to keep extras, since possessing multiple shards of the same type amplifies its power, but there is a limit to how far that can go. And more importantly, if you carry a large number of shards, your body's corruption
may accelerate, but I'll find a way to deal with that myself.
I still recommend selling your shards as a means of making money.
All right. I know you're looking out for me.
I think that explains everything. Now, would you like to have a look around?
Why, yes, I would. I forgot that shards in this game, if you get multiple of one, it actually increases them.
What are you looking to buy?
That's actually super good. That's actually super good. Okay, right. Oh man, there's a bunch of shit that I want to buy already. I forgot what the... I forgot what the 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit coins do as well. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff which I'm gonna have to sort of like figure out as I go ahead. Oh my god, you have so much stuff already. Jesus, lady. God. I mean, eggs, sugar, and all that stuff is always good, but I feel like I should just get potions for now.
Right?
Potions are always useful.
Oh, I forgot to give this to you. It's the key to the building. You can use it to explore further in.
The bitcoins are for the bonus equipment? Okay.
Thank you.
I invited the other survivors inside where it's safe. They all have troubles that need resolving, if you can spare them the time.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Come back anytime. I'll be praying for you.
Yeah, the bonus items I remember not being, like, super good, but...
Dominique,
Oh.
what is all this machinery?
But I do remember them having, like, at least interesting effects and things, you know? So, they're kind of more for fun, rather than being straight up good.
That is photographic equipment we've been working on.
Photographic?
Tell me more of this photograph.
To put it more plainly, it allows me to capture images of real life, landscapes, people.
Even their souls.
What? Really? Can I try it?
Unfortunately, I don't have the silver bromide I need.
I'll see if I can find it. Be right back. Oh, right. I need to find materials for Dominique's photography machine.
Yes, I do, but I just want to see you sitting down in this pose a little bit longer, because it's cute. I wish I could zoom in. Anyway. Bromides, we back with Sakura Wars. Slightly different bromide. Well, actually, technically not, actually, now that I think about it. Also, hello there.
You there? It was awful. Those monsters came out of nowhere. We ran for dear life.
Dominique, give me your booty. And your items. In that order.
Where are the others?
Dead, most of them. My dear husband included. Those devils have to pay. Those murderers. You look strong, miss. I'm begging you. Help me.
If it's within my power.
Oh, thank you. My name's Lindsay. What's yours?
That is not how you spell Lindsay. I have an aunt named Lindsay. That is not how you say Lindsay.
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, I'll gather whatever information I can about the monsters that wronged us. I want you to hunt down the monsters and take vengeance on them. The efforts won't go unrewarded, I promise you that.
All right. I'll do it.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
I remember this, lady.
Help my husband rest in peace. Kill that murderer dead!
Yeah, this is the lady that's
Have you
obsessed
learned
with all of
Here's
the...
what I've turned up on the monsters.
all of the people that we gotta avenge.
Help Julius the Chandler rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead!
Murder them all, Miriam. Don't give them an inch. So much vengeance. This is one of my problems with English. I've even seen Lindsay spelled that way before. Yeah, okay. It's like someone I knew, someone that I, with the name Simon. And don't get me wrong, I understand Simone is a thing in, totally a thing in France, like, as a name. But when your name is fucking spelled Simon, and it's very clearly Simon, don't be that guy and be like, pronounce it Simone. It's like, no, your name's fucking Simon. Everyone knows your name's Simon. Stop trying to trick everyone into thinking that it means something different. Also, I just got a stone mask. Rejecting humanity intensifies. Did it have an accent over there? No. It was Simon. It was spelled Simon. S-I-M-O-N. Like, it was Simon. It's supposed to be Simone. You need an accent over the O. We pirate Dio now? Man, that's a fanfic that's waiting to happen. Jesus. Right. Okay, melting bone. There's a bunch of stuff that I can get here, actually. First I need to kill them all. And slash that dude's head off. Jesus. Now you need to taunt. What the fuck is the taunt button in this? Oh, that's what it is. It's hold up, isn't it? Yeah! Kono Dio da! Zawarudo, steal their booty! Hold for another pose. Alright, wait, hang on, give me a sec. I also fucked this up, and I was supposed to get that, but I didn't. Hang on, one sec, let me see if I can get it. I was too busy posing to realize that I missed that jump. Yeah, come on, I can make that. Come on, please. I could totally make that. Please give it to me. Yeah, there we go. Elf ears. Of course. Also, a way to go down. Also, Fudgeworth with the raid, just in time for Miriam Pirate Dio posing. Oh, shit. Oh, god damn it. Hell yeah. How did Breath of the Wild go, my dude? Also, damn it. Okay, I'm supposed to kill them all. One sec. I want to kill them all. There we go. I need to make sure I kill them all. This party's getting crazy. But it can still get crazier. Also, new book. Surprise gift! Hold your weapon at enemies with the Basilard and the main Gauche. I always don't know how to pronounce that. One sec. Basically, you can throw your knife. Pretty damn fast, actually. God damn. But I do like the range of my weeb sword. With my weeb stick. Breath of the Wild was fun. Ate shit in ways that only I could. Hell yeah! That's the way you gotta do it. Okay, right. I need to remember. I don't want to go into the castle yet, even though that's where I need to go. So I want to check out the below first. Also make some fried chicken while I'm at it. What the frick is she wearing? Also get this. 8 Bitcoin? Totally don't need to buy it in the shop now. So that was a Bloodborne / Dark Souls rat. Actually, no, you know what? That was a Bloodborne rat because of the amount of eyes. Eyes on the inside. Yes, of course. Elf pirate. That looks stupid. I'm putting the stone mask back on. There we go. That's better. So how far are we? Oh, not far at all. Like, I've only just made it off the ship, and we opened up the hub area. So we are super early. God, I haven't even started the game and I'm already a cultural mess. I'm wearing a dress, I got a Japanese sword, I'm wearing a stone mask with a pirate hat. What is my culture? Like... I am very culturally confused right now. Your culture is yes, exactly. Your culture is a mess. Also, apparently... Okay, there are apparently multiple ways I can go already. Jesus. Okay. Hang on a second. I need to figure out which way I want to go first. I don't know if I... Do I want to go down? Or do I want to go... I'm going down this way. I've committed. Fuck your front entrance. Bless this blessed culture. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get very far already. Nope, not in the slightest. At least I can kill some fish. Cool. Well, that was a waste of time. Awesome. At least I was able to make sashimi for everyone. I don't know. She T-poses underwater. I think that's more supposed to be like she's trying to float. Or something along those lines. I think. I think that's what they were going for. Tell you one thing that's also really cool, which we just saw a little bit of just going through this area, and also we're going to see again with the top area that they could do with, now that it's in 3D. And that is add a little bit more curvature to some of the ways that you walk instead of just going left, right, up, and down. The fact that you can actually have a bit, it's much clearer when you're like moving around something. It doesn't happen all the time, of course, but when it does happen, I think it's super dope. It adds a bit more visual variety to some locations. So like, for example, right here. The miracle of 2.5D. Miriam has a nice amount of curvature, yes. Welcome. I completely forgot there's just a random statue that just falls down. That's amazing. Hands above the table. I don't need to show you my hands. I don't need to show you anything. I mean, what? Also, say hello to the Kickstarter backers, which are very obviously Kickstarter backers with their portraits in the background. Unfortunately, I did not donate enough to have one. So... unfortunately, you cannot see my, my ugly mug on one of these paintings. Not Hollywood enough. Yo, what's good, Andrew? So that demon looks like it should be like an endgame demon already. Jesus. Feels bad, man. Why is one of the portraits the bad guy from that one? Yeah, you know, that one movie. I know that one movie, don't you? I love that. I love that one movie. Gale Crawler. Okay, Rapuken, got it. And Thrashing Tentacle is something I do not have enough to show yet, so... one sec. There we go. Okay, that's a bit bigger than what I had. Does indeed feel bad, man. Slash. 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 Now me actually saying slash makes perfect sense. Also, cat. Aw, I also think it's a cat that's actually missing an eye. That's sad. Glad that he's immortalized forever in picture form, though. Oh, or she. shiny everything looks in this game. And also bloody. Okay, yep, just... Oh, yeah, nah, okay, cool. Just smother yourself in STDs. Oh, sorry, STIs, as they're called right now. 1764. Whilst attempting to create my homunculus, I discovered a strange formation of white crystal growing on a subject. What is it? A sign, at long last, that my studies are progressing? I must observe it diligently and learn all that I can. The crystal I discovered appears to be multiplying slowly. As corruption spreads through the cadaver as I choose as a subject. It's a marvelous substance, neither entirely liquid nor solid. As soon as I have enough, I shall begin experiments to discover other properties. Oh, I'm sure you will. Right, so, which one was my last save? This one, there we go. That one movie, rated, opens Friday. You don't know anything about it, but you want to see it, right? We swear it'll be good. We swear. You can trust us. We're very trustworthy. The power of tentacles compels you. I mean, it really does. I mean, aren't you compelled by the power of tentacles? Yo, Johnny, we gotta make sure that we get the werewolf monster nice and in the center. No, make sure the blood drips down. Yes, into the fountain. It's very important. Chadred!
Miriam? It can't be.
Alfred?
Why are you here? Johannes, that fool of an apprentice should have stayed out of this.
You have a lot to explain for. After all the terrible things you've done?
All that is in the past. I'll not be defending my actions to you.
Don't I deserve it? You were like a father to me.
Enough, child. I am here for the book. Jeeble has the book.
What are you talking about?
If you don't already know, then let us keep it that way.
Alfred, how are you still alive?
Why are you in this castle?
What were you thinking in coming here?
You can answer my question first.
All that matters is that I am alive. Did you come here for the book?
Book? The Liber Logaeth?
Make no mistake. I won't let anyone touch that tome but me.
Not even you should touch it. Didn't what happened 10 years ago teach you anything?
I don't have time to argue with you. I just hope you are wise enough not to get in my way.
What?
You know full well my power exceeds yours. Take Miriam and leave this place. Otherwise, you will die.
I came here because something didn't feel right. But I didn't expect him.
Johannes, what is the Liber Logaeth?
It's a book the Alchemy Guild once possessed that allows for the summoning of spirits. The guild used it to bring about the calamity 10 years ago. And the Shardbinder's crystal acted as a kind of catalyst.
A book like that shouldn't even exist.
I know. Alfred must be trying to restore the Alchemy Guild to power. But we cannot let him lay hands on the Liber Logaeth.
He said Jeeble had it. You know, I think I might have seen it.
It makes sense, considering the situation we're in. He must have gotten his hands on it after surviving the sacrifice.
So now I have to stop Alfred too.
No, let's focus on Jeeble. If we can get to him and the book before Alfred does, we'll kill two birds with one stone.
Good point. All right.
Dominique might know what to do about Alfred in the meantime. I'll head back to the village and see what she has to say.
Great, so Alchemist brought about the end of the world 10 years ago, and we are clearly going to trust the church to make it all better. Because the church has never done anything wrong in video games. Ever. Ever. The church has never done anything wrong. Ah, great. Now I can give enemies a good boning. Like, okay, do I even have to try for this joke? I mean, look. 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 I'm throwing bones at them, okay? Look. What a sad old man. So senile, he can't even find his bonk stick. What Johannes didn't tell Miriam is also 10 years ago, he used the bonk stick on him and his horniness was cast away forever. It was truly a sad day. Give the dog a bone. You know what? That's a way better joke than what I could have come up with. I'll take that one. That's the one I'm going with. Oh, shit. Passive Shard. The effect will automatically activate when it is equipped. Sword Expertise. Increase single-handed sword and club damage. I don't know if the sword I'm using counts. I don't think it does. Maybe? No, I think it counts as a katana. So, maybe? I actually don't know. Is this one-handed sword? I don't know. Are shards randomized? No, they're always the same one from each monster. Same as Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow Castlevania. So, each one's always give the same one. But the percentage drop chance is randomized. So each one is unique to each monster. And each monster has one. The only ones that are really guaranteed are boss ones, because they're the only times you can get them in the entire game. And I think a couple of unique ones, I think. Me, I want there to be a boss in a game where the only thing to do is self-destruct and do no damage to anyone. Also me, I'm sorry, did you mean Lord Twiggo from Seven Deadly Sins? I'm going to say yes, because I don't know who that is. Some shards drop from 2 different monsters, but I won't get into why. Interesting. Also, need the Warhorse key. Okay, suddenly just turning into Resident Evil. You need to get the Warhorse key, and then the armor key, and then the sword key, and then swap out my keys. Oh, great. Now I got Power of Frog. Oh, sorry, Toad. Sorry, need to make sure I get that correct. Go! Okay, you know what? That was way more potent than I was expecting it to be. Wow, Jesus, I'm just getting a bunch. Call forth a pig-like demon and set it upon fire. Okay, and now I got summon pig. A little pity. A little pity bouncing about. Oh, that's dumb. Jesus Christ. We got frogs and pigs? Yeah, I know, it's amazing, isn't it? We also got Blood Grinder Knights. But Jesus Christ. Okay, you got health. And you also got Jesus! I'm never taking off this lucky pirate hat. This pirate hat's doing it for me. Ah, yes, this. Oh, by the way, don't I have a... Yes, I do have a backstep. Also, I don't think I'm able to get through there yet, if I remember correctly. So, yep, just going to ignore that for the time being. This game's got everything. My first clip, my job is done. Just pile the evidence evermore. It's always growing, never stopping. Never getting any shorter. I highly recommend Disseverin Deadly Sins. I have heard good things about it. It's only on Netflix, though, isn't it? Oh, this move! Oh, this move is stupid, but it's so good. Oh, that move is dumb, but it's really good. Several months have passed since I wandered into the castle. I managed to survive thus far by rummaging through treasure chests without the monsters taking notice. Will I find something palatable today? For once, I'd like to crack open a chest and find a mouth-watering hunk of meat. Meat. Well, this is the most evil fucking room I've ever seen in my life. Jesus. I'm also going to completely ignore it, because that's just, yep, that's just, probably not special in the slightest. Nope. No way, no way, no how. HP max up. Nice. It's like the Nemesis whip from, God of War 3. Which one was the Nemesis whip? I don't remember that one in the slightest. Huh. Not as long as you keep providing it, silly. Like, I came to a conclusion long ago that if I ever started streaming and doing content stuff, there was no front I was going to put up. I wasn't going to try and be like, oh, TD, I'm going to be the family friend. Nah. Nah, I knew from the get-go that my legacy was going to be filled with shitpost memes and degeneracy. And various other things. There is no high art to be found here. Onwards, my chariot. Oh.
Why? Are you offering one?
I could take you someplace most interesting. The rub, of course, is that obstacle standing squarely in our path. See?
I doubt I would be able to push it aside.
A shame you don't have a giant hand. Ah, the wild and crazy things one could do with a giant hand.
I don't like the way you said that, sir. I'll be going now. Bye. What, pray tell, could you do with a giant hand? Hmm? Give a super awesome massage? Do some more heavy lifting? Well, actually, I guess the hand doesn't mean that you become stronger, so maybe not. I don't know. Also, what are you doing here, sir? You work here? Is this what you do? You just sort of hang out. You could wear a giant glove, true? Place some Mako weed on the ground. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that that's probably, I mean, it does what it says. Yeah. I can't argue with that logic. Yep, it does what it says. It does indeed place a Mako wind on the ground. Also, I need to make sure that I can, hang on. I gotta make sure that I can go back around again. I got shit to find. I can't get that, unfortunately, which is sad, but hey ho, there's a bunch of stuff that we've already seen already. There's already so much stuff that I need to come back for eventually. Live action Yu Yu Hakusho makes me want to just cease or live. Bad, just bad. Yeah, Netflix is doing that one. I mean, just ignore it. It's not worth our attention. At least, I'm going to ignore it. It's not worth my attention. I have no desire to see a live-action version of Yu Yu Hakusho. In the slightest. It looks tiny in such a large hand. Deathlet is a blight on all forms of storytelling. I mean, they gave us the Castlevania anime, so I gotta at least thank them for that. If I gotta give them one thing, I gotta at least give them that. They gave me the Castlevania anime, which is really good, so they get one. And they get a few others as well. The problem with Netflix is that they are the epitome of a company that just kind of throws everything and the kitchen sink to the wall and see what sticks. You know, they kind of really like just going, alright, just... Will it work? Fuck it, just try. Also, if I remember correctly, I am really going to want to save, so I'm actually going to drop down in order to do that. I'm sorry, what did I just do? Okay, well, whatever it was, I got a shot as well. Did I accidentally do a parry? Wait, hang on, one sec. Did I accidentally do a parry? I did! That's right, in this, it's like Symphony of the Night. If you can do the move, you don't have to find it. Oh, I got shit to do now. I got some things to find out. I completely forgot. You don't need to wait till you find the technique. You can just do it. Predictable. Dieable. It does help that a lot of moves are quarter circle motions. True. And a lot of them are very unique to weapons, like themselves, not just weapon types, which is also pretty cool. So, like, for example, if you have a katana and a different katana, it's, the different katanas could have different, special moves. Yo, give it your best shot. I want to do it. Oh, okay. Or you could just die. Fine. Or you could just die. That's fine, too, I guess. Watch, this is where I learned to parry. No, it's not. Trucidating Gaia. Spin towards enemies and transfer the momentum to your blade. What a circle back forward, huh? Cool. I won't be able to do that for a long time, but hey. Now I know. There's also a whole entire place way back there that I'm going to need to check out again. Can I put down notes? Nah, that's right. I can only put down... Oh, I can also change the, Oh, I can change the minimap size. Ah, that's actually pretty cool. In fact, actually, if I can change the minimap size, I would like it... Oh, that's as far out as it can go. Okay, fine. Okay, then I guess it's fine. I was hoping I could zoom it out a little bit further. Alright, back around I go. That move is so stupid. I love it. The abilities unique to individual weapons thing would be better if there weren't stats that just made some weapons redundant by the end of the game. Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of RPG stuff in general, you know. Unfortunately, is, you know, this number bigger. So why would I go with the other one? Which is sad. But still doesn't mean you can't have some fun with them, you know? Obviously, the best way to try and mitigate that in RPGs is to have, like, a system where you can upgrade a weapon. So that you can try and make it keep up to pace with the game and, like, enemies and how much damage it needs to do. Not always perfect. I mean, Dark Souls does it, and, you know, it's not always perfect with other RPGs as well. Just because you get something to plus 10, you know, you can make the argument, well, if I do it with this weapon, it's just going to be better. True. But it could also be harder, it can also be easier to upgrade certain weapons, so, yeah. Mastering the moves let you do them on all weapons of that type. Oh! Really? That's... Man, I'm so glad I'm remembering this as I go. I mean, by remembering, I mean, you guys are telling me as I go, because that's super okay, that's actually super good. That's what they do in order to make you use different weapons. It's, you use them to the point where you master their abilities. Okay. Man, I'm gonna have some grinding to do because of that. This music reminds me ever so slightly of Resonance of Fate. A little bit. I have played Resonance of Fate. I think I mentioned that before, but I can't remember if I mentioned it recently. That game had some good music. I really love its battle theme. Damn it. Freaking do it again. Yeah, there we go. Predictable. Okay, it's not quite as cool when you have to mash it like 3 times in order to get it work, but hey. Okay, could you stop flipping me on the stairs? I couldn't actually see that you were hitting me. Find hidden item R. Save room, thank God. Okay, this one's actually super important for what's about to happen. Obtain all shards? Nah, I don't think I will. Code Vein levels are a bit. Weapons are differentiated by semi-unique moves and their original damage scaling values, but they don't scale up through the game. It's just the stuff you find in later zones is already upgraded, like +6, and you'll find +6 weapons. I do remember you mentioning that to me, which I think is a good way to do it. Oh, it hits behind me as well! Oh, that's dumb. That's dumb that works. Orbital wheel creates a defensive barrier by spinning your spear. Quarter circle, no, half circle, no, that's a full circle, sorry. Full circle, forward. 360. Also, that is a boss door, and I know who's through there, and that's going to be a challenge. So, before I do that... At least I know what I'm getting into this time. Plus, I got my parry, which is going to also help out a lot. Do I want to try now, or what level am I? I'm level 11. I'm semi-close to a level up, but I don't really want to grind, so I'll see if I can do it now. The counter has a pretty narrow range of effect, though. If an enemy's a couple steps below you, they won't get hit. That makes sense. It has long range, but it doesn't have long verticality. I can get behind that. God damn you, I want to go in with full health, you fuck. Yeah, there we go. Am I close to a... I could get a level up, but... nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna give it a try. Okay, who the hell recorded that oh dying sound that keeps licking at my left ear?
Stop right there. I knew what you are. That ghastly air about you. You reek of sorcery, Shardbinder.
Ah, and what am I to make of you?
Me? I am your execution.
Zangetsu, we need you to send you into the castle to see if Jeeble has the capabilities of launching a nuclear weapon. Also, to fucking kick my ass. Holy shit. Thankfully, I got bullshit weapons. Also, I need to remember how to do this fight, because this man has got Akuma teleports, and yeah, he's fucking Zangetsu and he's super dope. I can't believe that this son of a bitch Akuma teleports. I forgot about that. Yeah, shit. Yeah, give me your best shot. Can't parry me if I use my shot abilities, though. Ow! Yeah, shit, I tried to parry him and it did come out. And this is why I have potions. Damn it, Samurai Man! Okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Just use my potions. Smoke if you got them, right? Shit. Okay. He totally does the parry when he tries to goad me like that, and it works. Shit! Okay, don't put me in the corner, please! You wanna... There we go. God, if I could do this. No shit! God, bastard! Ah! I really wanted to do that first try.
No better than a demon pawn.
Not that bad, though. Not that bad. Damn, he slaps her around like a piece of bread. Who slaps bread? I've known someone to slap bread before, so... no comment. You know what, though? I got him to his second phase, so... pretty happy about that, at the very least. That was way better than my first attempt way back when, so... Ah, shit. Ah, god damn it. I'm just gonna do this right at the start. I'm just gonna get as much damage as I can right at the start with this. Yep, there we go. This shot. Shit. Your blade is so freaking long. 3. Damn it, Zengetsu! Ah! That was a pixel off shit. Ooh, okay. That could have ended really badly. Go to the other side. Make sure I don't get exploded. I can feel... Shit. I can feel the parry coming. Okay. Trying to keep an eye out for that parry. Jump slash. I'm so happy that the freaking jump slash in the Metroidvania as just an ability that just works is always universal and it's always the best. I love it so much. Just cancel those frames. Oh god. Whew, okay, I'll take 2 tries.
Cease this at once, Zangetsu.
Here we go.
How many times do I have to tell you? Our enemies are the demons and those in league with them.
And I say, what is the difference? The alchemists were the gunmen, the shardbinders the gun. All must be dismantled.
In the case of the alchemists, you are right. They coveted the powers of hell and must pay for it. But Miriam is not like them. She is fighting for us, at great personal risk.
Really? You forget how many of our friends perished for similarly misplacing their faith.
And do I look as weak? Look closer.
I was bored with her anyway.
Says you.
Do your job, Zangetsu. You need to put a stop to Alfred.
And I will. But you listen to me, Shardbinder. If you value your life, then stay out of my sight. You can hold me to my word, Dominique. But don't presume to tell me what else I can or cannot do.
I figured you'd be the one who would want to stay out of sight.
I apologize for my acquaintance. He had no right to speak to you like that.
Oh, don't worry, I'm just happy that everyone's just deciding to neglect their post at the hub place and just deciding to come into the castle just for a look-see.
Pay it no mind. I've been through worse.
I want you to know that I trust you, Miriam, and nothing anyone says could ever sway that trust.
Well, you have my thanks. It's nice to know that I have someone on my side.
And I'm glad to know that you come from the church, which means you are totally 100% trustworthy, because the church is always trustworthy.
Zangetsu
100%.
is a demon hunter from a
Every
land
time.
far to the east, in the tumult of a decade ago. Perhaps even longer. Demons robbed him of everything precious to him, and he's despised everything to do with them since. His strength, however, is second to none.
I saw it for myself. I could tell he was holding back, but he was a handful regardless.
Maybe it was a lack of conviction that dulled his blade. Well, I'll be off then. I mustn't leave Anne alone for too long.
Name me a single time in video games or fiction where the church turned out to be evil or a hindrance. Yeah, that's right, none. Never. Never ever. Any times you say they are, you're just lying. Right, Final Fantasy Tactics? Yeah, but Dominique's cool. I mean, she's our shop lady, so, you know. Better than Thorny Hammer. Even though I actually like Hammer, but hey. I'm not gonna ever say no to waifu bait. Anyway, speaking of, I think it's about time I go see them. Right, Breath of Fire 2? Right, Final Fantasy 13? Right, insert literally any JRPG here. Ever. That's ever existed. Man. Anyway.
Have you learned anything new?
Here's what I've turned up on the Good work. Here's your reward.
Yeah, free rings. Just what I needed. Oh, fuck. Oh, man, you got a bunch of new stuff, huh? I also completely forgot this is the DLC one. And by the way, target eager. Yes, it's who you think it is.
Help my kill those.
Have you?
Here's what I've turned. Help mine kill those.
Hope you're ready to hear a lot of murder.
Help kill.
Got it.
Help kill.
Infinite emphasis on J.
Got any?
They aren't evil in
Here's what I've
Dragon
turned up
Quest.
on the monsters.
That's true. They're usually pretty helpful in Dragon Quest
Here's
until
what
they're
I've
not.
turned up. Help kill. Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
You want to hear the catchphrase?
Help Edward the Smith rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead.
There you go.
Got it.
Here's what I've. Help kill those murderers dead. Here's what I've turned.
Ah, damn it, I'm out. I didn't get a chance to kill those murderers dead with her.
Staying up late tonight?
Funny you mentioned this. Played Reigns the other day. The Pope comes up to me and says, "We invested into child labor. You want in?" Huh.
So, what'll it be?
That's a really, wow, that's a really casual thing to mention, huh? Just, yo, you want in on this child labor? It's pretty dope, right? It's free. You get so much, free work out of it. Oh, no. Oh man, there's a bunch of things that I can get. Some of these are like straight up references to things. So yeah, I got the 8-bit coin, which I can make into one of these. Charge it to release light. That seems pretty useful. Could get something that's a little bit better for the time being. Prismatic heart, use sword. Certain rule of the universe's sword, its power has faded. Reigns is a dope game, I will take your word for it. I don't think I've ever seen Reigns. I have to look into it. Oh, I could get... Blade. Don't know what I want. It's only going to be useful for a little bit of time. I should probably get something different, right? Right. Or something that's at least different in terms of, like, stats. Yeah, you. Yeah, why not? Oh, that's right. I can also make shards as well through alchemy. For how much longer will I be going to stream? Not much longer. I will be.
I'll go with this.
I won't be that much longer. It is coming up to it's coming up to time, so I'm going to have to make my way. Make my away, sorry. Very soon. But I can at least do some work before that. Country Death, Bat Wings, I've already got that. Heretical Grinder. I don't really want to upgrade my shards for the time being.
Can you tell me more about what happened 10 years ago?
Am I still off tomorrow? Yes. I'm still taking a break tomorrow.
It started when the interests of the rich shifted away from the spiritual and esoteric in favor of more material investments. The alchemists' research was expensive. The guild members didn't want to lose their wealthy patrons, so they warned again and again that demons would come if people let go of their spirituality. But people don't change that easily, so the alchemists took a more drastic measure.
You mean us? The Shardbinders?
Yes. It shames me that I was even connected to what they did. But at least you have the facts of it.
It's all right. Thank you for telling me.
Interesting indeed. Also, lethal boots. Huh. But the one I want to try out is this. This is a monster hunter weapon. Look at this thing. Like. Also, hello there, lady.
I'd rather keel over and die than spend another moment in a living hell like this one.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Oh, don't say that.
Never you mind me, young lady. What's your name? I'm Susie.
I know I'm in captivity, but I'd like to know my term. Gotta take care of your patrons. Don't! Oh man, eventually someone's gonna ask questions, and there's gonna be an investigation, and I'm gonna have to explain some shit. It'll be just someone who comes up to my door and just goes, alright, where's the cages? And I'm gonna be like, oh no. Oh no.
Miriam, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, I do enjoy a good meal, but I can't remember the names of the dishes I like.
I'll help you figure it out. I promise.
Oh, that's a fucking move. Craving a portable snack. She says it's perfect for when you feel peckish. And then she'll give me a form whip.
I suppose I'll stick around and wait a little while longer.
Ah, yes, of course, the ancient medieval rice balls, or onigiri, as they say.
Oh, hello! I hope you're ready to loosen those purse strings.
I sure
I found
am,
a path
child.
that will take me across the courtyard bridge, but a stone statue is blocking the way.
What a coincidence! A message arrow just arrived from Zangetsu. In the Temple of Rainbow Glass, seek the demon carrying a stone statue in tribute. Perhaps that demon's shard is just the power you need.
Does Zangetsu have Herculean strength? How did he manage to cross the bridge?
He drew a little sketch here at the bottom of a burly man leaping a great chasm.
Oh, come on.
Is there anything else you need? What are you
You
looking
really
to
need
buy?
to, like, show off that he could do that? Was that, like, really necessary for him? Well, whatever. Yeah, give me some more
this right?
potions, please.
Thank
Potions
you.
for now. Potions is what is
Thank you.
important. Probably guessed by now, but I will be doing a little bit of grinding off camera when I do these, because there's a lot of stuff to craft, and I need a lot of money, so I'll probably be trying to get shards. I obviously will not progress anywhere, but I will try my damnedest to get a lot of items that I'll probably need. I remember in my first run through, I had a big problem where basically there was a lot of times where I would just not be under-leveled, but be under-equipped, I would say, because I wasn't crafting, because I missed out on items early on, which really doesn't help in the long run, so that's definitely something that I'm going to try and improve upon this run through. Yo, Adrin! Welcome back. Zangetsu scribbling on the margins of a letter with his tongue sticking out. It just says, Dear Miriam, and it's a picture of a butt. Little did you know that when Zangetsu is trying to be a major edgelord, he's also a massive prankster. Come on, there we go. Let me prod you with my giant spear. Yeah, exactly. Dick Butt is truly a masterpiece of artistic work. Okay, right. I think it will actually be quicker to go over here, because I'm not going to make too much more progress, but there is something that I want to check out before ending off the session, because there is a part early on which I don't think I was able to do much with, or at least I didn't explore as much as I wanted to, which was through here. Let me prod you. Care to repeat that? No, I think I'm fine with what I said. I think I'm fine. Fucking bats, man. Jesus, though. Bats are out for vengeance. God damn it. I can't even react with the grinder in time. Jesus. Bats show no mercy. You, on the other hand, you are totally a big enough target. Yeah, here we go. This is the stuff I was wanting to find. I believe one thing that's also in this game is if you reload it, then some of the chests actually respawn. Mainly the ones that have, like, equipment. Sorry, not equipment. With ingredients. Which is pretty important. 1,000 Blossoms. Riddle enemies with a blur of thrust too fast to count. I actually have the rapier now, so I can try that out. So basically mash the shit out of that square button. Haha! On guard! Yeah. shards. Jesus Christ. I don't remember the drop rate being this generous. Chest guard made of tan leather, which is completely useless to me, so I will either craft it away or make it into items, one of the two. And that is totally a place where I cannot get to, which means that's pretty much all of the exploring I'm going to do, so I'm just going to head back to where... Sorry, excuse me. To where I was. Also, apologies for missing that for a sec. Thank you very much. The freaking doggo! No, back! Back! This is not a stick that you're allowed. Why are these bats so hard to hit? Them evil bats, better not put them in a soup. I would like to make some delicious bat stew, though. Jesus Christ, how many are you? Okay, yeah, fine. You know what? Fine. You will get the grinder. Hi-yi-yi. Also, technique mastery is based on the damage you do, as in the mastery will get done faster as you hit stuff. Oh, I guessed as much. Like, if you were able to just, like, do the move over and over again without hitting anyone, then, yeah, no, you would be able to use the hell out of that. So, yeah, no, I totally guessed that you would, gain more mastery by actually using, the weapons on enemies, which I will do. Okay, this one right here. Yeah, the brown chests respawn, green and blue don't, and then there's another game where low-grade chests respawn, but I don't know what it is. Fair enough. Oh, keep that in mind. Stab. Is that gonna be my new thing? Is that gonna be my new word to say instead of suck? Just stab. I don't know why, it's just fun to say. It's also just fun to stab and poke things. With the long spear. And I'm trusting all of you to not have any bad thoughts as I say that. None whatsoever. So I feel like hang on, I think Lion's Mane is actually... Isn't that pretty, Turns shards. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Demons, that's what I want. Sapnook. Isn't Lion's Mane, like, pretty... Yeah, 12% drop rate. Okay, that's actually not as bad as I thought it was. Well, you're refusing to suck, so sure, I guess, do stab. Oh, sucking's over! There's no sucking to be done. I can't just suck on a whim. Gotta be reason for suck. It's just basic courtesy. You think I just go up to any old game and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna suck you dry? No. You gotta earn it. You gotta provide for it. You can't just throw it out willy-nilly. That doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. What is wrong with this stream today? You say today as if it hasn't happened over multiple periods of time, multiple sessions. I'm just gonna blame it on mass hysteria. I'm just gonna say that it's the end of year mass hysteria finally getting to us all. Finally. It finally took me. I thought I would survive it, but no. Here I am. Alright, just do a bit more grinding before I need to save. I can't stop. So easy! God, it's so easy. You know what? Yeah, that's where we're ending. That's where we're going. That's where we're ending. Yeah, that's it. That's the high note I'm gonna end this session on. Anyway, thank you all for coming by for Bloodstained, and I hope to see you in a couple days when we continue Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, All You Need Is No Suck. And yeah. It's everyone's fault. We're all to blame. We're all terrible. But yeah, we will get this done. We'll have one more game. And then, from there, no Metroidvanias for a while. I'll be all Metroidvania'd out. Then we'll move on to whatever. Not to make it seem like I want to rush this. I don't, because I'm glad I'm get to play this game again. And archive it properly. Since the first time, which I'm happy about, so yeah. Okay. Also, make sure to do the Discord, and the social media, and the blah, blah, blah. All that fun stuff you know and love. Come hang and be horny on Cam's days offs as well. I hang there as well. With reasonable amount of horny. The not illegal kind. Oh, man. The old man wasn't here with his bonk stick, so there.